Test. Volume up. Let's go live on TikTok too. Ooh. Test, test. Looks like we're working. Okay. Bluetooth. Okay. Let me get one headphone. Okay, let's see. How's this look? Oh no, I'm dark. I have to come close. Come on, come on. Okay, open bitrate. I'm setting everything up. I don't think I've ever streamed on YouTube before. We have TikTok going. How close are we on here? Okay. Are we better? If you guys give me feedback on anything, let me know. We're just doing some dividend stock research today and kind of checking that out. My cat's going to be meowing the entire time. So, checking in. Bluetooth headphones. There we go. My cat is going crazy. So I'm looking at the 1K dividend account. So if you guys are on TikTok, I'm live over on YouTube if you guys are interested. But we're just going over the dividend account that I have where I have $1,000 invested, which was terrifying, investing $1,000 of my own money. But these stocks are all stocks that were picked by, like, I wouldn't say random people, but people in the comments mostly. But something's wrong with my stream. This thing is not working. Let's see. My goodness. It's so difficult to see all this stuff at one time. Let's see. It's giving me low quality. Let me know in the chat or in the comments. I mean, TikTok, can you guys hear me well? That's why. Let me put my headphone back in. We have a bunch of people joining. Although I don't know how many of you guys are bot accounts, actually. So, who knows actually how many. It's giving me a bad reading. And I'm not sure why. 6,800. Stream's bitrate is lower than the recommended bitrate. Stream status. Okay. What the hell does all of this mean? Okay. Hey, someone liked the stream. Thank you guys for tapping like. That helps me out a bunch. I promise, let me get into here and we'll see exactly what is going on. It's still giving me a warning. Okay, we're good now, it says. Okay, so I'm going over just different high-yielding dividend stocks. For those of you that are new, if you guys are new to investing, dividend stocks are kind of... Looks good. Okay, thank you very much, Charles. I appreciate that. So I'm just going over, you guys can see if you're over on YouTube, these are the 10 stocks that I invested in. There's actually 11, which is super, super interesting. So something really, really funny happened with this is I purchased these high-yielding dividend stocks and ETFs, ARCC, JEPQ, SPYI, CONY, the really, really popular Yield Max Fund. So I purchased $100 worth of all of these. And basically, this is how they've been performing. We're almost to the end of the month. I do a wrap-up video at the end of every single month. But ARCC is up 10%. A lot of things have dropped. CONY is back up. I own TSLY also because I wanted to put two of those Yield Max funds in here. And Coney is up 2.8%, whereas Tesla is down 7.49%, which is not good whatsoever. We got people coming into the chat. What's up, guys? We're just doing some dividend stock research. And hopefully keeping the quality decent. I'm not sure. It's giving me a warning. It must just be dipping and then coming back in. Maybe it's my, maybe it's the service, but let me know in the chat if it gets bad and I'll try and adjust that somehow, everybody. And let's see. I haven't even been tracking this stuff on TikTok nearly as much. I need to post more. But let's get into it. We'll talk about what has been making me the most money. I'll full screen it. So basically, the stock that we'll start with the worst. The worst one is Leggett & Platt, ticker LEG. This was a dividend king. This one performed so well. It like for 30-something years. I think it was closer to even 40 years. This one was paying out consistent dividends and increasing everything. And since then, it has just fallen off. I'm down 50%, which is terrible. Let me switch. I don't even know how to switch the camera on here. Flip camera. Okay, so if you guys can see, we have ARCC, JEPQ, SPYI, CONY, Main Street Capital, 3M, Vici, LEG, MPW, TSLY, SOLV. And so those are all of our stocks and ETFs. We have both in here. But the real issue is some of these are so beaten down. So back to Leggett & Platt, it's down 49%, which is devastating. And the account total, we're sitting at 1,086. So we're sitting at a really decent amount, you know, 0.86% made on the account, which is not what I was hoping for. But I'm definitely not, I'm not as pumped with this one as I thought I would be. I thought this thing was going to perform super, super well, but it ended up just kind of being meh. Now, there's a lot that's been going on in the market, and I'm going to try not to just bore you guys with that. Let me switch this back and set this down. Actually, I wonder if I can prop this. No, that doesn't work that well. Flip camera. Mirror your video. Don't even know what that means. As you guys can see, I don't stream much. This is definitely something that's new for me. But Leggett & Platt is the worst one. It's down significantly. And I want to show you guys. Like, check this out. LEG. Ticker LEG, Leggett & Platt. It used to be one of the most popular dividend stocks, and since then it has literally just died. So we go year to date. Just the last year, it's down 50%. From peak, it was $27. Currently, it's sitting at $13. So you're looking at an insane, insane drop. But 5 years, you know, post-pandemic, this thing was almost $60. So this thing has fallen off like mad. People are still going to buy it, but what they did recently was they cut their dividend, and they slashed the dividend. They cut the dividend so drastically. I think it was like a 80 or 90% cut. In fact, we can actually just look it up. Let's just do leg dividend history. And so you can go on here. Everyone can do this. I don't have the Prime. Okay, no. Yeah, it was an insane cut. So you went from 46 cents to 5 cents, which is what, over a 90% cut in the dividend. Thank you guys for liking. I appreciate that. But over a 90% cut in the dividend. And the stock price just fell with it. Like, look at this. No one's going to hold on to this. People who owned this owned it because it was an insane dividend stock, and now it's not. Let's talk about our main winner so far. So 3M. 3M also had a crazy dividend cut. This one, I don't even know if you'd consider it a dividend stock anymore, because they just keep slashing the dividends. Look at this. This one, 126 to 70. That's not nearly as bad. That's not nearly as bad as I would have thought when it comes to cutting the dividend, especially for another dividend king. But, you know, the price down from $201 currently sits at $134. I am still holding this one, and so they cut their dividend by over 50%, and it was paying consistently. I mean, look at this history, paying and growing and actively growing. Like, their growth rate is going to be just down the trash now because, yeah, an F dropped 20% dividend per share. CAGR is 7.45 negative. The 10-year CAGR is still up. So even now, they're still paying more than they were 10 years ago in the dividend by almost 4%. But still, when it comes to stuff like that, you're gonna lose a lot of value in the fund. Now, the main kicker with this was once they cut the dividend and they did their spinoff with SVOL, they ran like crazy. It's up 66%. And if you go to the 1 year, like, this chart is just insane. So 174, they dropped all the way to 73, and they're back up to 135, 136. When we go to our position in the account, it's up by 26.68%. But the kicker with this is you have SOLV. And SOLV actually is their spinoff. So this doesn't make any sense. Don't pay attention to that. When it first started trading, it was around the $66 range. It fell all the way to the 48. But what happened was if you owned some of 3M, you would automatically get I always forget Sloventum of SOLV. And so SOLV hasn't performed terribly, but it also was just a bonus in the account. So it basically kicked up $16. So technically 3M is actually up over 40%, 42% just in the account, which I think is phenomenal. But still, that one, it was beaten down like crazy. We've seen Reach just going insane, especially recently with the interest rate cuts. But what I want to do today, I want to start a new watch list because I have this one right here that shows Dividend Kings, but it literally is a bunch of old ones. So we're going to go through, we'll check some of these. I do have a few in here that I do like. Some of them I even own still. I'm going to take Leggett and Platt out of here because there's no reason to have it in here. Just because it sucks. Welcome in, everybody that's joining. I appreciate you guys for being here. We're going over dividend stocks, checking everything out today. And then I want to talk penny stocks too, but penny stocks are hard. If you guys have any stock recommendations, let me know. We can look them up and talk about them on here. Let's see. But so far, yeah, I want to make a new account or I do have some options on here too. What are some of these stocks doing? Columbia Banking System. This one was Umpqua. And then they sold off, but COLB is not bad. Let's pull up FinViz. What's the heat map like today? Let's check this out. Oh, I don't have the ad block on this account. My stocks are up today. What about you guys? Mine are up pretty nicely. I want to say I was up like over a percentage today, which isn't too shabby. Zom's up, gas is up. What's down? Drug manufacturers, Google and Meta swapping, Apple's down, Microsoft is down. My cat's going absolutely nuts under on my chair right now. But I like to screen for high dividend yielding stocks. So I usually do, like, what do we want to do? I'm going to do over 6%. And then volume, I don't care about as much if it's paying consistently with the dividends, price, target price. We can do market cap. I like to keep them a little bit smaller. 300 million. I want to do and less. Small and under. Here we go. And so this is going to kick out anything that's too large, which is the goal. Oh, full screen. Ow, ow, my cat is going nuts. He just absolutely took a chunk out of my foot. Okay, damn, I wish I recorded that. Let's see. That was so distracting, it's insane. Okay, so for the dividend yield, then you can go to valuation. Check all these out. ACP. I've looked at a few of these before. Some of them are good, not great. Like ACRE. I've looked at that one. Forward PE. PE can be good or bad. It depends on, like, if you're looking at REITs. Volume, IPO, 50% above price. There's so many different things that you can throw into here that changes it. And makes it different. I think my foot is bleeding. My cat bit me that hard. No, I look fine. I'm being a baby about it. They just get their claws in you and it hurts like hell. You could also look for penny stocks on here. Okay, let's see. AJX. I like seeing some that are not at all-time highs, but also not completely beaten down. Like, what's this? Oh my gosh, the ads are just insane. Okay, wait. I'm opening this. We're going to open this on a different tab because I can't stand the ads. Here we go. Dividend yield over 6%. Market cap. We'll do under 10 billion. Float any. Option short. Country doesn't matter. Evaluation. Okay, ABR. This one is interesting. I don't know if you guys have owned ABR. I own it and I have owned it, but I have owned it for quite a while, I'm trying to say. But this thing has been a powerhouse. I mean, going from $5 up to 15 in the span of, I mean, a decent amount of time. It's been 12 years, but that's still an insane return, plus the dividends. If you're looking for just passive income, these dividends are insane. Now, the thing with these, this is a mortgage REIT, which I typically don't like, but this one does a lot better than the normal mortgage REITs do. I don't want FinViz Elite. Oh, that's better. But over time, I mean, this thing's been beaten down like crazy. There were, this point when it dropped from 13 all the way down to 9, I actually bought more. And so what happened was this company put out basically a hit piece on this stock and said that it's like trash. And so because of that, it ended up just tanking. Now, the thing that did it, it's called Ninja Research, and they literally are some scam company that's founded out of some like small island in the middle of nowhere. But I took the opportunity and I bought a ton more of this because it was beaten down so badly. Volatility is low. Target price is 13, so they still have it at being overvalued. The intrinsic value calculators, I need to pull that up, but we can see that the dividend, yeah, it's got a high dividend. It literally is over 10% dividend and has been kind of cooking lately. Oh, it keeps going back in theme. Okay, wait, here we go. ACRE, Aries Commercial Real Estate. So this is one, I have ARCC. This is 731. What's their current dividend? near 13.4%. That's not bad. It's super beaten down. I wonder, ACRE. I think I have this one marked down. Because, oh, I remember there was something about this one that people didn't like as much. And I don't know exactly what it was. Revenue's up, net income's down, EPS is down. So if you're ever looking for stocks like this and you're using the FinViz screener, look at their dividend history. That's why they cut the dividend. I mean, not by it a whole lot, but still, I wonder what the cash on hand is. They're not able. They paid a ton of special dividends all the way into 2023. They're still paying dividends, and yet they're not. They couldn't keep up the dividend. That's so interesting. They cut it a while ago. Oh, wait. What's the stock that... There's a stock that I really want to buy. WP Carry. I have this up on the channel. Actually, I did a video on this because some of these REITs are going insane. WPC is not nearly as high, but let's go in. We're gonna make another. I want a dividend stock watch list. So we'll delete the old one because a lot of those dividend kings are not even dividend kings anymore. Okay, so dividend stocks and ETFs. On Micron earnings on deck. Interesting. Micron earnings. I'm not even familiar with that, Sam. Micron earnings. Wait, let me look that up. We'll see what they're... So they just did earnings. Micron Tech. Let's just do stock Micron Tech. MU, is this that one? What was their earnings? Micron Tech 2017. Yeah, this looks like the one. ET Energy Transfer Partners. Okay, ET is insane. So I bought ET a while ago, and it has been amazing for me. I mean, in the last year, it's up 16%, and that's not including the dividend, and the yield is near 8%. Yeah, it's crazy. It is absolutely insane. It's up 24% in the last 5 years with a solid dividend history. The drop in 2015, I never looked into that. Let me flip this around for you, Dan. I've never really looked into why it dropped. I bought this when I first started investing, and that was at this drop. So I bought it. I can't even remember what I bought it for. I bought it around $8 though, because I'm up over 100% currently. I just wish I had put more money in. So this insane drop, I don't know if there was something that happened with energy at the point. These limited partnerships are interesting because you have to do that extra tax form, but still, it's been performing so well for me and just continuing to trend up. So this is what I'm going to hold for quite a while. Oh my gosh, my cat. So because this one's been doing so well, I'm just going to hold on to it. I could, take my 100% return and run, but I don't want to. I just think it would be worth it to hold longer. So, all right, I'm switching back. So there we go. I'm going to figure out how to get my TikTok and my YouTube streaming on the same thing. This is a really rough preemptive stream. I'm not a streamer by any means. I just make content on high yielding dividend stocks and ETFs. So I definitely am new at this. I appreciate you guys being here and helping me, giving me feedback. But yeah, ET is one of my best holdings, and I'm going to throw that in this watch list. So let's add it. ET. I haven't even checked in on what crypto's doing at all. Energy transfer. Add to list. Here we go. ET's a really good one. I'm going to throw in, we'll do WPC. WP Carry is another solid one. AT&T. I can't even believe how AT&T has been performing. So I was writing options on this, and it's been absolutely doing insane. Like, look at that. I was writing options all the way. I got so lucky with it, and I made a nice profit, and then I sold it because the yield, I mean, a 5% dividend yield isn't bad. This is another one where it just cut, and people were not happy with it because it was so consistent with the dividend. Coffeeholic, what's up, dude? Okay, I did buy RDTE. I put in, I didn't put that much in, like $500 just to see how it's been doing. And it's been doing great. Is it even on Robinhood? It is. Okay, so for those of you that don't know, these are these new weekly dividend paying funds. And, oh, did it drop today? It dropped barely. 42. I'm up like 6%. You dropped 3K at the inception date. People were talking about waiting and like, oh, I don't want to buy in right away. But all of these funds like RDTE, QDTE, I mean, they didn't drop at the very beginning. We've seen a lot of drops with like the Coinbase funds, but I mean, from the beginning, QDTE, what's it down? 8%? Not terrible. The word on the street is, or what I've seen anyway, is that XDTE is better. Rich M asks, what's your favorite dividend stock and why? Super good question. Oh, to pick one favorite is tough. Because there's kind of the cheap cop-out answer. No, I'll choose one that's a little bit different. Let me pull it up, actually. So my favorite is Main Street Capital Corp. And there's a couple reasons why. This one, not only has the performance been solid, it's up 23% the past year. This is also one of my largest holdings, but it is up really consistently. You go to the 5-year, it took a crazy drop and kind of traded sideways for a while, and then they started getting their act together and have been performing better. Up 240% all time. And so what this is a BDC, Business Development Corp. So they lend, I think they lend to mid-market, lower middle market companies, revenues of $10 to $150 million, which is good. When you have these middle market companies, they're cheaper. So it is definitely usually riskier. But for me, this one has performed so well in my Roth account, my retirement account. And they do a ton of special dividends. So when you go to their dividend history, they pay monthly as well. So there are a ton, but even this last year, they've paid 2 special dividends. Yeah, looking into Maine today. It's, for me, people are like, oh, it's a little bit, it is high. It's up. It's at all-time highs, near all-time highs. You're still got a little bit of a discount, $3. But the main thing with me is these special dividends are insane. Sometimes, like, they're literally more than the actual dividend, which is phenomenal. Still buying DG, Dead Cat Bounce Call Option strategy that's been working. I'm bad. I have not been able to keep up with my options. Whoa, I did not know that Dollar General dropped like this. What was the reason? 14 hours ago. Well, wait, when did it drop? It dropped in August. I have not even been tracking Dollar General whatsoever. Of course, Rich, thanks for joining. Consumers falling off. Yeah, we've seen that for sure. We've seen a lot. Everything seems to be just going crazy. I've been up the last month with my dividend tracker and everything, but man, some of these just need a bounce back. The thing with Dollar General is they're everywhere. And so I'm really interested just because of their expansion. I really don't think that they're going to be like, they're not going to go under, right? They're putting them in towns that have no stores whatsoever. But okay, I'm going to look into that one. Costco earnings this week. Costco's insane. Costco the last year is up 46%. It's up $300, $358. Like, you can't beat this. Let me flip this around. 800 new stores for Dollar General this week. Not this year, not this week. Yeah, this is crazy. Costco has just been, yeah, Coffee is saying in YouTube chat, Costco's growth has been insane. And my thing with Costco is I think that their model is just unbeatable. I think it's brilliant that you have the membership. I think it keeps you from struggling with more of like the crime aspect of stuff, as well as just being able to monitor how many people are using your stores, the average amount they're buying, stuff like that. It's a crazy model and it's cheap. Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing. And you said RDTE first dividend will be this week. I cannot wait for RDTE's first dividend because I'm going to make a video about it. And all the videos like QDTE, RDTE, XDTE, all those videos go insane. Cintas is up 200%. Cintas. I remember all these medical, like what, Moderna, Pfizer, all of them were going so insane. Yeah. Yeah, that's insane. Cintas, yeah, 350%. Sanitize the world. Exactly. That's crazy. Some of these drops were just, I couldn't even believe it. I want to know, do you guys invest, like, I get so antsy, like when we're talking about Dollar General and it's beaten down like crazy. Like what was it even? It's down 30%. Do you guys just, are you writing just options right away on something like that for the dead cat bounce, or? Because I'm interested in the options game. I just don't do it enough, and it takes me so long to do the research. I've been writing options the last 6 months, and my main are Ford and AT&T, and then I do some smaller ones. I've been doing Medical Properties Trust, which, what the heck did that do today? Back up. Okay. MPW, dude, this thing went insane. It went up 43% in no time. Yeah, for sure. Long calls, 2 earnings periods out. Yeah, that's a good idea. What does that cost? Like, what capital do you have to have? Because I've been buying too much stock. I've been buying a bunch of other stuff, different REITs and whatnot for all the rate cuts. And my cash, I need to put more money into the account, but it's hard. I'm poor. But long calls, 2 earning periods out. That's really smart because you're not going to have a dip like that twice. I mean, I feel like if you did, it would be really rare. Yeah, Coffee, I'll let you know. This is like a straight up, he said in the chat for those that are on TikTok, I have to figure out the live streaming setup. So I put that on the Discord. I was doing that live streaming service called Stonks, and they are pulling it. It's not going to be a streaming service anymore. They're going to do an app. And so it actually ended up, hey, thanks for the follow. It actually ended up kind of pulling off, and I was like, well, let me just live stream on normal stuff. I have the setup now, so, but I will. I'll put it in the, I might even stream in the Discord once or twice too when people are on, and we can talk about stuff. I'm going to probably start live streaming once a week because I feel like it's useful, and it's good to talk to people. It's so much easier to talk to people than talking in the comments or something like that, and people can ask me questions live and whatnot. And I'm no expert by any means. I say that in all my videos. It's just fun. Coffee, you have that friend that does YouTube as well, don't you? I forget. Johnny? Is that his name, or am I thinking of a different one? No, there's a different Johnny that does YouTube. But there's another guy in the Discord, and I wanted to know how his channel's doing, what he's been up to. But MPW. There are some stocks that I want to buy for growth and just long haul investing. I'm going to make another FDA data. I can delete this one. The FDA stuff, I tried to do that for a while, pricing in, figuring out how much money to invest in some of those, and they are just killer. You never know what some of that stuff's going to do. And you can even get good news and the stock still tanks. But let's do another watch list, and let's do growth. I can't even growth stocks. Johnny A, yes, that's what it is. I need to talk to him, see if he ever wants to collab on stuff. I can't remember. Okay, wait. Let me take this out. Let me pull up his channel and see, actually, this one. Because I sub to him on mine, and I see his live streams and whatnot. Coach THB, social, and a few others. All right, I'll screen grab that and check those ones out. Johnny. Let's see. Oh, all the bonus stuff. For Robinhood. Dude, I signed up for the Robinhood. Why is he not popping up? Okay. I don't even know how to find my subscriptions. Here we go. Sometimes I'm like, how do I not understand all this stuff? Let's see. No, this is... Okay, there's a different guy called Johnny Trades, and that's who I'm thinking of. Unless I have Johnny on a different channel. Which, let me see. Honestly, some good YouTubers, it's just so entertaining. I watch YouTube at the gym. Picked up a Jets ETF put today. Sam, let me check that out. JTS. I've looked this one up, but I don't remember US and non-US airline companies. Dude, that is crazy. That's such a good idea. What's this thing been doing since the pandemic? It's going to be crazy down from the pandemic. What was it at? 13? 19? Not bad. Not a bad return. 1 billion asset under management. That's pretty big. Dude, this thing, the options on these must just go crazy. I'd imagine people aren't long holding this. I imagine they're options trading it. Because it's been all over the place. Why can I not find Johnny's channel? It keeps just taking me to my other one. I know I have him on here. Damn. Yeah, I'll have to find his. Unless I was in the wrong account. I have so many YouTube accounts. It's insane. Fuel is the biggest cost for airlines. I'm thinking oil heads back to 85 before November. I had an oil stock. NABR. Neighbor. NBR. Neighbors Industrials. This stock made me so much money before I even knew what I was doing investing. What's it at right now? You think it goes back to 85 a barrel? I mean, I could see it. I bought this one. I literally think I bought it. No, not there. Man, why? Maybe this one's just a bad one, though. Neighbors Industries. I bought this, and it ran like crazy, but I bought it in 2020. I bought it at like the third. I think I literally bought it at 13. It's one of the only stocks I ever caught like near the bottom. Oil's cheap. REITs are cheap. It seems like there's so much stuff that's cheap right now. I'm just hoping it doesn't drop. Matt G said on the YouTube chat, I'm using high yield to substitute bills. After I reach my goals, I'm all growth. Dude, I am trying to do the opposite. I'm trying to survive off of my income and use as much of my dividends to grow as I possibly can. Dude, okay, thank you so much. He linked it in the Discord. What Discords do I have set up on this? I can't believe, I don't know why I can't find it. Oh, my grocery delivery is here. Okay. I gotta go get my groceries and feed my cat. I'm gonna log off in just a few minutes, guys, just so you guys know. And what was I even showing on here? This is... I'll have to pull that up. Just send it to you in the Discord. Thank you guys so much. Oh, it's getting so hot today. Well, I'm going to keep live streaming, you know, as we continue on in this, I guess you could call it growth era for the YouTube and TikTok. If you guys are interested, join the Discord. That's where Coffeeholic is in, and we talk stocks, we talk stuff all in there all the time, earnings and whatnot. And it's totally free. There's no paywall because I hate when people do a paywall. But I'm going to go. I got some chores to do, got some stuff to do around the house. So I'm going to log off. If you guys are interested, subscribe to my YouTube. I'll keep going live on there. I'm going to figure out how to get the whole live thing set up better. Leave any comments. Let me know what you guys think, what I can improve on. I always appreciate that, and I appreciate you guys for jumping in and joining. So with that being said, there we go. Must have paused. With that being said, I'm going to jump off. But I'll be back on, I don't even know when. Probably later this week. But thank you guys so much. Thank you for joining. I appreciate it. And I'll see you soon.